What is up? It is Nick here with Ghost Bros Gaming, and if you would, let's say a prayer for Tearlament because they got killed in this latest ban list.
Ghost Bros Gaming.
And before we get into it, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Alright, so first up on this list is Artifact Scythe. Scythe needed to be banned, honestly. There were a lot of degenerate combos, especially in the future, where you make an elf with a Barone, and then what can you do about that? Because you can negate anything that tries to banish the Scythe, and then the Scythe is untargetable when it comes to the field because it'll be underneath elf. It's a good ban, honestly. Barrier Statue of the Stormwind. This is a long time coming. Excited to see how Flu recovers after this, though, because Floandries is not a bad deck without Stormwinds, so interested to see how that works out. And that is it for all of our forbidden cards. Scrolling down, we can see that we do have a Kit Kalos ban, which we predicted. King of the Swamps are going to go up because of this. So if you haven't gotten your King of the Swamps and you play Tearlaments, definitely pick those up. Next is going to be Sprite Elf, which is a really weird one. It was part of the Tearlament inboard, but it honestly, I feel like it hurts Sprite the most, and then it also hurts rogue decks too. It feels kind of weird to me. I don't know. So Sprite Elf limited. Then we scroll down a little bit more. I think that is it for all of the forbidden cards. So you can no longer play Sprite Elf, you can no longer play Kit Kalos, Scythe, or Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds, thank God. Next is Yugioh. So Yugioh gets the limit, and then we also have Kelbeck and Keldo and Mudora with limits here. So they basically, I don't want to say they killed the Ishizu stuff, but you don't have to fight through as much shufflers as you did previously, so I guess that's a positive. But it is a little bit worrisome for Tearlaments in the future because that was a big part of like their inboard was the graveyard disruption, so we'll see. Next would be Tearlament's Havness is limited, Merly is limited, and Shiren is limited. Wow, they really killed this deck. That is a huge hit to the deck. So in the OCG, I think they have Havness at 2, Shiren at 1, and Merly at 3. And so with only one fusion trigger each, and then if one of those gets banished, having a tough time to recover that, that's painful. That's very painful for the deck. I don't know how Tearlaments recovers from this, honestly. I mean, I see that there's a ton of tech cards they can play, right? Foolish Burial Goods to send Sulliek to add a Tearlament name. Like, I still think they'll be decently consistent because I don't see a planet hit here, but man, only 3 fusion triggers. That's really painful for the deck. Next up is looks like we got Ancient Fairy Dragon, which is actually effective March 10th. So this is different from the rest of the list. But Ancient Fairy Dragon is going to be limited as well, so it's coming off the list. Next up, we have some no longer on the list. I don't think they did anything to the semi-limiteds. We still have Pot of Desires, still have Recital Starling, semi-limited. So we have Destrudo can come off the list. Jet Synchron can come off the list as well as Mecha Phantom Beast Olion. These were Halki Fibrax bans to begin in the first place, so makes sense that since Halki Fibrax is not on the ban list anymore, that we can have these back. Servant of Endymion is now limited, or is now unlimited, sorry. And then True King Lithos Scam, yeah, those aren't going to do anything anyway. Yadagaratsu, it's just they limited it to test it. Now they've unlimited it because nobody was playing it. Makes sense. Spiral Resort is no longer on the list, but as long as Spiral Master Plan is banned, this deck is doing nothing. All right, so that's it for the ban list, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like and comment. If you have any questions about what this means for the metagame, please let me know. See you next time.
Ghost.